All right, let's see. It is 8:20.
So who is starting it off today? I think we already ran around.
Let me go. It's gonna be short. Don't worry. No.
That groan. Oh,
come on.
Here we go.
Here we
Get
go.
off my dick.
We're gonna get
Fine.
fucking found
No,
footage
not you,
101
yeah.
with Professor Mike over here.
Well,
Professor Finger in the butt.
You know that. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Micah.
Eugene.
Andrew.
And when our powers combine, we are the motherfucking terror trio.
Yeah.
Yeah. And today, we are going to talk about found footage.
Yeah. Found
And-
footage.
A genre that I feel, a subgenre in horror that I feel doesn't get enough love, doesn't get enough attention. It really has a bad rap because, oh, it's shaky. Well, guess what? I fucking love found footage movie, and these two fuckers love it just as much as I do. So this is going to be
Yeah,
a
I
lot
do.
of fun.
It's like a super love-hate thing. Like, a lot of people that like horror don't like found footage movies.
And they're
Yeah,
wrong.
they hate
well,
it.
yeah, they're completely wrong. I know
Mhm.
that. We love them. But, like, there was a while where I think the Blair Witch kind of fucked it up.
Fucked it
for
up.
them.
How did the Blair Witch fuck it up?
The Blair Witch brought it back.
Yeah, but then that's the thing that everybody was complaining about. I'm not saying they fucked it up like it was a bad. I mean, we watched the movie semi-recently. We realized that it was kind of not
It
good.
did not age well.
It did not.
Really? I still love it. I watch it at least once a year.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Huh.
Do you have like a date like set?
I
Like,
do not.
this is-
but
oh, here
just
it
one
is.
day I'm like, oh, I haven't watched it in a year. Boom. I mean, I
Huh.
don't know. I guess my internal clock tells me it's time to watch it.
The scene where she found the teeth was pretty fucking sweet.
That was cool.
It was
Yeah.
cool, and then the ending was awesome, and then the
How
very,
did
very
you
ending was kind
feel
of
about the
horrifying.
remake?
The remake.
It was,
you know
it
what?
wasn't
You know what?
okay.
It was a soft reboot.
Yes.
It was a soft dick. No, I actually like the reboot, remake, whatever the fuck. Honestly, it had a bigger budget. You
Yep.
kind of saw the Blair Witch this time, where in the
wish
first one
they
you
didn't
didn't.
show her.
That's what
I liked
everybody
it.
says.
No, I liked
But
it.
I like. You know
too.
what I thought? I thought it was basically a remake of the first one with a bigger budget.
Yeah,
That's what I thought it was.
I liked it a lot.
I mean, it was kind of a sequel, though, wasn't it? Because wasn't
Well,
what's
yeah,
his face wasn't her
yeah.
sister who was
Yeah,
Heather?
It was a sequel, but also like a soft reboot thing, whatever. But I mean, doesn't have anything on Book of Shadows.
Oh,
Book of Shadows was fucking terrible.
The amount of drugs
Terrible.
and alcohol they consumed in that one scene in the woods is enough to kill like not even a small army, like a fucking like a whole fucking Attila's the Huns fucking army would die from that much fucking alcohol and drugs they consume.
Damn, you were really reaching for that, huh?
Yeah.
I
I
was
could see you were
I was
struggling. Your face was
There's
fucking
a-
contorting.
I was really
like
trying
you were
to
taking a shit. That was bad.
He's very pink right now. He's
Yeah.
normally very white.
well, it's very warm in the studio.
Studio.
It's warm today.
Well, yesterday.
Even warmer today.
I mean, but the Book of Shadows, you know what I liked about Book of Shadows? Like, probably like the first 10 minutes. The first 10 minutes was awesome because it was kind of like still found footagey, but then after that, it kind of turned into like
Yeah.
a real
When it
movie.
turned into an actual movie.
Yeah. And it kind of sucked. Actually,
Yeah.
it really sucked.
Yeah.
Actually, it totally fucking sucked.
Yeah, it really did.
I mean, I'll go back and watch it for shits and giggles.
I think I've watched it twice total. Once in the theater, and I was like, it fucking sucked.
Yeah.
Then again, I watched it like 5 years later, and I was like, you know what? It still fucking
Did
sucks.
you watch the first Blair Witch in the theater?
Yeah.
Because that was what 1999, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
It was before the internet really kind of
movie
like.
scared. You know what? And I'm gonna
scared a
sound like
lot
a
of
big,
people.
It scared the fuck out of me. It was funny too because there's people out there that always ask me, "So you like scary movies? Meh, meh. Any movies scare you?" And I tell people, and it's funny. I tell people all the time. I'm like, Blair Witch scared the shit out of me. And everyone's like, "Oh, really? You didn't see anything?" Meh, meh, meh. And you know, no offense, white people. You
Yeah.
guys are like, oh,
You guys.
man, that wasn't scary at all. And you know why? It's because I'm a minority. I don't go camping. I've never gone camping. So it kind of scared the shit out of me.
I don't know why
it's
you got to
the
put race
opposite
into
here.
this.
Well, he's not wrong. But then also, like, it's kind of the same whereas we go camping all the fucking time. So every noise I hear, I'm like, I always like, I secretly, every time I get out of a tent, I check for those little fucking rock
you?
piles afterwards. Hell yeah, to this day.
That's
Like
adorable.
it's
It's
true.
adorable.
It's just because that's like my biggest thing. Because like you're so vulnerable in a fucking tent. Like
Yeah.
What the fuck is that sound?
It
She's
sounds like there's a
listening to
snake in the
this.
studio.
Did some? Yeah, all right. Like there's a drone in here
There's a
flying around.
basilisk in the pipes.
It's the
Um,
Blair Witch.
Yes.
I saw it in the theaters with my high school sweetheart, and also with
fucking
my
kill her.
okay.
Wow. Wow. All right.
I've
Now
seen
we're
her
getting
since
personal.
2004.
Slut.
So like her dad was with us too. So we I remember it was like the next day we walked out of her place and her dad actually made the symbol with the sticks and the twine
Oh, yeah?
and hung it right outside like the tree
Aw.
hanging. Yeah,
That's
but
so
it was cute, but at the same time it was scary as hell because it was Blair Witch was in fact a terrifying.
Listen,
it was terrifying when it first
out of me.
came
Like
out.
I saw it at the downtown Market Arcade Theater when it was still open. I saw it the weekend that it opened. I saw it earlier in the day. It was daytime. By the time the movie was over, it was nighttime.
Ooh, that's kind
I
of
was
spooky.
scared to go home.
Yeah.
I went home. I turned every fucking light on. Then there was some chick that I was dating at the time, and she was like, "Hey, you want me to come over?" I was like, "You got to come over. We got to go see this movie." And then I went and saw it again the same night.
Oh no shit.
Did
yeah,
you really?
I saw it again.
That's
It scared the
awesome.
shit out of me.
Did you
And
guys-
it was just the whole thing is that I think more than anything was that all the marketing and everything for the movie was awesome. Like they marketed it like it was a
It was
real.
a real
They
thing.
did.
So
And they
people
went,
thought
like,
it was real.
in
I
on
even
it.
questioned it.
Yeah, well, because even like afterwards, they were like, "Oh yeah, still can't find these actors or these
Yep.
people or anything like that." Like, they went.
They actually vanished.
They Cloverfielded it because they like with
Mhm.
Cloverfield, how another
Oh.
found footage.
Mhm.
They had like the whole Japan corporation
Yes.
around it and everything.
Yes.
Like they went and it was just like little movies. They made like a website for it and all
Yeah,
that
they
shit.
did like
Like,
a whole.
it
what
was
sort
so
of marketing
cool.
was it?
The
Some
build-up-
sort of like internet game
yeah,
with Cloverfield, where it was like there was like commercials with like websites and
Yep.
phone numbers, and then the websites took you to like other like websites, and it was crazy.
It
like,
was insane.
Yeah.
it was
and
like a
that
big
was
puzzle.
2008, and that
Yeah.
I
Was
don't think that'll ever
Yeah.
happen again because social media wasn't really big at the time. We just had
True.
MySpace.
Oh yeah. So
Yeah,
yeah,
makes
now
sense.
you can in 2 seconds figure out if something's
Exactly,
bullshit
but
or
the thing
not,
was
but-
like Cloverfield was crazy because I remember watching the. Did you see the one with the news broadcast where
Yeah.
an oil rig?
Yep.
The oil
Yeah.
rig was attacked,
Yep.
and the whole oil rig's coming down. Like it was fucking insane.
Yeah.
Now I feel like the buildup. Now you guys could chime in on this. I feel like the buildup for Cloverfield was actually better than the movie itself.
I no.
No,
I did
yeah,
enjoy.
disagree.
I did enjoy Cloverfield. I don't really like the monster design that much.
Really?
Well, because a lot
I
of
did
the
too.
a lot of the like the buildup for it is that this is going to be a giant whale monster, like part whale, part something else.
I didn't
and,
get that at all.
I didn't get that at all.
You didn't see that shit?
No.
That it was a part whale.
It was no. The
Fucking
like
Free Willy
there
was
were
coming to
these
attack
there
us?
were these designs coming out that were like leaks.
Oh,
And it was like, but the thing is that the whale did have lice dropping off of it.
Yeah.
So that the lice that the Cloverfield monster had was always like part of it.
Yeah.
So maybe the whale monster was like a just concept art, whatever. But
Yeah.
I thought the whale would have been cooler than the actual what we actually got.
I kind of liked it. It was like a big
Yeah.
like flesh spider bug thing. It was cool.
Well, the lice were scarier than the actual monster.
That's
The
itself.
lights
fair
were
too.
awesome. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. Because
I
at
like-
least like the big monster thing, you knew where the fuck he was, whereas the little lice guys were
Yeah.
They were
everywhere.
popping up in sewers, hallways,
Yeah,
and
and they
shit.
made your
Mhm.
head explode.
Oh yeah,
That's
that,
right.
That was so
Oh,
cool.
feel good.
Right.
The
Yeah.
girl had blood come out of her nose and shit.
Yeah.
It was
those,
cool 'cause
and those
they-
things made a cool noise.
Yeah. What I liked about the movie, what I liked about the movie was that it cast like all unknown actors at the time.
Yeah.
Like I
Oh,
just
yeah, yeah.
rewatched it like maybe less than a year ago.
Except
And
for
TJ Miller's in it.
yeah, but also what's her name from Mean Girls? That's how I
Oh,
knew her
what's her
right
face?
away.
Ah,
The girl
yeah,
whose head
Lindsay
She was
exploded.
Lohan.
in
You jackass.
no, she was in Masters of Sex. And
Yeah.
a bunch of other movies and TV
yeah,
shows.
Janice Ian. I don't know her actual
yeah,
name,
I
but in
don't
Mean Girls,
fucking
Janice
remember
Ian.
So Cloverfield, definitely found footage, definitely horror, definitely.
Where did he just pull those
Did
from?
you just pull out footnotes
I did.
or cliff notes?
No, just the list.
Oh,
Just
okay.
just
So
a
since
list
we
of
made fun of
stuff.
you for about the Notebook for the first episode.
So I brought
Now
that
you
was
have-
the second episode.
Now you have Cliff Notes. Oh
Yes.
yeah, it was the second
Pink
episode.
Yeah.
Post-its.
These are just I don't
Pink
do the whole
Post-its, how
list on
cute.
cell phone thing like the way you guys do. I still write shit down.
Right, 2018 is hard.
Oh yeah, I know.
So is my
Technology, so hard.
So I just had a list of best, but also I made a little list of worst because there are some fucking bad found footage films, and
Oh,
I'm gonna
yeah.
start with my
ABCs
worst.
of Death #2.
I'm gonna.
Ugh.
Oh god damn it! I'm gonna start with my fucking worst, absolute fucking worst found footage film ever made. The Gallows.
The
Yeah.
That
Gallows.
fucking sucked.
Yeah,
How
it
the
wasn't
fuck
good.
did
Yeah.
that movie get nationwide release when we see good fucking
Right.
horror movies
Yeah.
that go straight to DVD? Jesus Christ. Cult of Chucky deserved a fucking
It
like
did.
a
It did.
fucking
Yeah,
release in
a
the
wide
theaters.
release, yeah.
Cult of Chucky, Curse of Chucky, whatever.
Cult
The
of Chucky.
fucking Gallows? Am I even saying Gallows? I'm from Erie. I have an accent.
Say Dracula.
No, fuck off.
No.
No, you make
I like that
fun of
there's
me.
some connective tissue in every episode
Yeah.
making fun of Micah.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
It's not hard to do.
No, it's not. Hey, we're filming a damn podcast here.
Filming.
Filming? Did I say
You
recording?
did say filming.
Yeah,
You know,
okay.
whatever. Take a
All
shit.
right, go with your Cliff Notes.
House is October built. I hate that fucking movie.
And they made a sequel. You know what? I
and
haven't
the
watched
sequel,
those yet.
I got
They're in my
like
queue and I
20
haven't
minutes
yet to
in.
watch them.
Oh, it completely jobbed out the first one.
Oh.
They got, you know how they got buried at the end of it?
No, because I haven't watched them yet.
Oh,
Spoiler
okay.
alert.
Well, oh shit. Did you say that?
Yeah,
Did I say
he
that?
literally
Oh, okay.
did. See, well, here's the thing. Like, because I worked in the haunt industry for like fucking ever as a teenager. So it was ew. So then, like, I don't know. I enjoyed it for what it was. Like, it was everything that we ever talked about when we were all like working and like after hours or hanging out, like teenagers drinking beer. We're like, what if we like actually started killing people and like no one would know? Like, it was one of those things. So like, it finally kind of brought that to like what would actually happen. But
So you basically wrote The House is October built.
basically, so I'll be
Good for you. Had the
taking
whole
my
time.
money. Yeah. But no, like, yeah, the end was fucking shit. But it was actually like not. I didn't hate it. Like most of the movie, I didn't hate at all. It was very.
I did.
Well, yeah, that's because you're a jackass. But like, I like the people following them and everything. Like it was cool. But I guess we can't talk too much about it because
thought
Isn't
they
the
were-
Gallows the one with the fucking stage production?
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah, it was in
whatever.
like that high
Production.
People
school.
getting hung and,
And
shit.
the
Yeah.
end of it, like with
Yeah.
the
that
cops
was pretty dumb.
getting killed, and
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, it
it
was
was
stupid.
so
Yeah.
bad.
It wasn't good. I'd probably like my favorite. Well, okay, this is a toughie. There's like 3 that I fucking love and I always go to. As Above, So Below.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good movie.
Yeah. And then also fucking Devil's Pass
Yeah.
and then
Devil's Pass
Troll
is so
Hunter.
good. Troll Hunter.
Really? Those are your top 3?
Yeah.
Troll
Oh, okay.
Hunter. We just kind of like accidentally watched, or
We
did someone
stum-
tell us to?
Well, we kind of stumbled on it one day and cuz usually we watch movies before we go to bed. Like I'm really bad when it comes to watching movies, like new ones, like because I fall asleep like nothing. So
I know from last week.
Yeah.
In my defense, I wake up at 3:45 every day for work, everybody. So by the time Eugene's out here like, hey, everybody hustling, I'm like, bitch, I've been at work for an hour and a half. Like,
I only wake up an hour later than you. Jesus Christ.
what
It's
are
only
you
60
doing to get
minutes.
ready in the morning?
Huh?
What are you doing to get ready in the morning?
Well, I
About
gotta
that easy
shine
one.
up my bald head.
Yeah, fair.
You know, I gotta brush my teeth.
Yeah.
I gotta groom my beard.
Fair.
Normal things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
it
so-
takes me as long to do my makeup, hair, get dressed, go to work as it does for you to shine your head. Anyway.
Yes.
No, but Troll Hunter, we just like kind of randomly stumbled on it and it kept my interest enough where I stayed awake through like the subtitles and everything. I was like, this movie fucking rules.
Yeah.
Like the trolls are super cool. I thought it was, I don't know, I expected
Trolls are great in that.
yeah, I
Really good
expected
character
a high
design.
cheese factor. Like I loved all the actors in it, like the unknown kids and like the old dude was super great. The story behind it and like how it was just like, oh,
It was
you
a-
know,
Big cover up.
yeah, with the bears, and everybody's like, yeah, but these bears aren't from here. So it was just like this whole long thing where they're trying to figure out these kids are following this one dude who's clearly sketch, and he's kind of just there everywhere. And
They're
like,
filming a documentary thinking
Yeah.
that he's a poacher.
exactly.
Yeah.
And then so he finally lets them in, and he's like, fuck it, like these kids are coming with me, and it was
Yeah.
just so good. Like I
Yeah.
love all the trolls, like the way they killed them when they first showed up. It was like, what is this thing? Like,
Weren't the trolls like really like huge?
Yes.
Oh,
They were, they were
like
big.
enormous.
Yeah, like they
Yeah.
towered over like all the trees and stuff like that. It was amazing.
And
It's finished, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was. I just like the subplot. The reason why, like, the guy was just like, you know what? Let's fuck it. You guys film me.
Yeah.
Just do as I say. And his reasoning was because the benefits and the pay for that job was shit.
Yep.
The government didn't pay him enough,
Mhm.
and I thought that was like that little subplot there. I thought was so cool.
Which, like, same, dude. Like, I've done some petty shit because I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. They don't pay me enough. So he's just like the epitome of that. And I loved it.
That was really good, and it was the type of special effects where it was because it was so
That was a
dark.
big thing before it came out. Like people were talking about how like the effects were awesome for the budget that it had.
It was.
Yeah.
I think maybe those effects weren't that good, but because a lot of the stuff was shot at night, I think it worked.
Yeah, well, it was
Yeah.
it's easier to do stuff that well, even like the daytime trolls, though, like at the end whenever it's like caution to the wind,
that
like
big dude?
it still looked like good to me. I mean,
Yeah, it
but
did.
like you say before, like I don't remember this movie coming out. I don't remember
It came out
seeing
in like what 2009, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't remember.
Was it 2009?
Oh yeah,
maybe?
I think so.
2010.
Okay,
Okay,
yeah,
that was
they're
close.
close. Like I don't remember seeing anything coming up about it.
No, me either.
I never saw any trailers or anything. It was
There
just
weren't any
kind
trailers.
of
I think it went. It didn't even have like a theatrical release. I
Yeah.
think it just went like straight to DVD.
Yeah.
Or
I'd never seen
Yeah.
anything.
But
I just,
yet the gallows was in the fucking theaters.
and we're back.
Yeah.
Like, no, I'm gonna
Yeah.
keep coming back to this fucking piece
Keep
of
going.
shit movie.
well, you got. Well, I mean, you got a
Yeah.
very lengthy list there. I mean, is
these
are Apollo 18 on there?
Pieces.
No, I didn't put Apollo 18
'Cause
on
that was
there.
garbage.
Yeah, it wasn't good. VHS 3.
Oh,
There was a third. There was a third one.
The
oh my
VHS
God.
viral.
That was,
it was.
yeah, that was terrible.
It was Halloween 3 years ago.
I want to say 3
We
years
had
ago.
two other couples over, and we were like, let's fucking stream this movie
Jesse
off.
and Laura
or
were
whatever.
over.
Yeah, Jesse
really?
and Laura
Jesse
were
of
over.
kicking ass with Jesse and Andy. That'll be $20, guys.
sounds like this.
So
Poor
that's
Jesse.
how he
Make him sound like
talks.
Beetlejuice every time.
So we had a get together. Had a couple other couples over. My tattoo artist, his girlfriend, Jesse and Laura, and we were so fucking pumped. We got it
'Cause
streaming,
1 and 2 are sick.
and it
I love the
started.
first one.
Oh, it's
God.
so
The first one was
good.
awesome.
The first one's actually on my list for best. First one
Yeah.
and the second one. But VHS 3 had it was just fucking terrible. It had that one where the guy walked into another dimension
Mhm.
and everyone's dicks were like these weird monsters, which you think I would
Yeah,
love
I
that,
know.
but it was fucking
You're
terrible.
all about dick.
Yeah, man, like especially like big monster weird ones coming at you.
Big monster
Fucking
weird
coming at you with a
dicks.
big monster dick, gnawing at your fucking clitoris and shit with a finger in your butt.
And we're back.
What you
And
gonna
we're
do with
back.
that finger in your butt?
Finger in the butt.
Finger in the butt.
Finger in the butt.
Finger in the butt. Take my finger and I put it in your butt.
This
Um,
I'm so sorry, everybody. In my defense, I don't want to be here either. So,
Just took a weird turn.
so just hang on.
you remember Devil Inside?
Devil Inside.
That
no.
sucked. We're not even gonna talk about that.
All right.
Remember The Last Exorcism?
Oh my God.
And then they had
And then they made a sequel.
Last Exorcism
2.
Part 2.
That's it. The only cool thing about it was the poster.
Oh, when she's bent.
Yeah, when
backwards
she's
and
back,
shit.
backwards
Yeah.
into
It's
the
been
number
done.
2.
Yeah, true. Was it the exorcism of Emily Rose one like that?
Emily Rose
Yeah.
was good.
I liked
I didn't
Emily
like it
Rose.
either.
Yeah. It was
I
it
like
was
it either.
good. It's
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go out of my way for
It was
but
okay.
was good.
I mean, as far as
I like the guy that played the priest in it.
yeah.
He's a good actor. I
Other
always
Other
forget
than
his
that,
name.
it followed the basic formula for this child is possessed. We're going to save
She ended
her.
up dying in that, right? The whole
Yes.
thing was just a.
I believe so.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it was like the court case afterwards. They were talking about it, but
Seriously, why the fuck did they make a sequel to The Last Exorcism Part 2? And why?
'Cause they
the
don't
fuck
know
did
the
it get a
definition of
theatrical
last.
release?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
It was in the
I don't know.
theaters. We got to get to the fucking bottom of that
I remember
shit.
I remember seeing the first one. And I thought it sucked. And then we made a second one.
Yeah.
I was like, nope.
Last
But then
Exorcism.
me, because
Yep,
I'm all about
I
supporting and
know.
making sure, because if these movies don't make money, then they don't make more of them. I saw it begrudgingly, and it sucked just as bad as I thought it was going to
Yep.
suck.
Yeah.
Part 2, The Electric Boogaloo.
God damn it.
Area 51. Did you guys see this one?
I did not.
Did you see that one?
Which one was
Area
that?
51 is where these group of kids are like, all right, listen, there's a lot of sightings, UFOs over this area in Nevada.
Did we watch this together?
This was one of the Tubby movies.
Tubby movies. They were fat?
No.
Oh.
You watched it with one of his fat exes?
No, Drew and I do this thing where we like.
Oh yeah, tubby time.
It's very luxurious. We set some candles up. We both fit in the tub because it's a clawfoot tub, so we soak in each other's filth.
I hate that you do these things when I'm here.
And well, we're not like in there like going to town on each other.
Married. Cutesy things.
It's not cutesy. Listen.
It's not cutesy. You guys soak in a tub, in a clawfoot tub with, I'm assuming, a black bath bomb, candles lit, and a fucking TV at the edge of the tub or somewhere.
It's an iPad.
Maybe your laptop.
It's an iPad.
And watch a scary movie.
Yeah.
And cuddle. And by the end of the movie, you guys are fucking black from the bath bomb, and your feet and your fingers are pruny.
They are.
And yeah. Okay,
and I'm flaccid.
I just.
Okay,
I don't know if you've noticed, but literally nothing can make me black. Like, I'm translucent.
You are very pale, yes.
I'm the whitest person.
You are translucent.
Yeah.
Drew still has, now she's a porcelain goddess first off, but she still has, I don't know, so she's like Larry Bird right now. But
Jesus Christ.
when it comes time for like, want time, finger in the butt time.
Oh my God, that's not a thing.
Drew has a tan line. Like, she has a fucking
first off, you weirdos. What is
for
phrasing?
her boobs and her butt. So like the tan line is even whiter.
You have tan lines?
Yes.
But you're so white.
Yes, I know.
It's a thing.
It like I have to put sunglasses on.
That's funny.
She's like, "Come on, babe, get in bed." I'm like, "All right, hold on. Let me put my."
That is exactly how I sound too.
Put my shades on.
Like what you see? I put on those like eclipse glasses. Oh, side note, real quick too. Since we talked about the
side note, because we're not side note.
We're talking about the tan lines on your butt.
I gotta tell Eugene this because I'm so. It was Drew had her girlfriend thing where they got together and they wrap presents and stuff. So what do I do when this?
I'm sorry, you commented on my beautiful fucking rapping. So eat a dick first.
You have an awesome. You rap awesome.
Yeah.
No. You rap presents awesome.
Yeah, we rap awesome.
We do rap a finger in the butt.
Finger in the butt. Okay, what you gonna do with the finger in your butt? All right, so
this fucking episode took a weird turn.
Found footage, right?
No, we're talking about found footage.
I know,
movies.
but first let me get this story out of the way.
Okay, fine.
So on Snapchat, there is that one little filter that you have like a dancing thing.
Yes.
And now I've sent Eugene before a Bitmoji dancing on my sack.
I can't believe you're going to be talking about this.
No, this is fine. This is fine. All right. So I sent it. This is like a year ago. I sent it dancing on my sack, and he opened it up in front of his daughter.
Now, by his sack, he doesn't mean like his potato sack or his book bag sack or mail sack. He's talking about his balls.
Well, it is my mail sack.
M-A-L-E. Yeah. Okay.
Well, it's been like a year, and I'm like, you know what? Eugene deserves another one. Now, the little Bitmoji thing, you could actually take a picture of someone's face and put it. So I took one of your face and put it on there, and I had it dancing on me, but I couldn't get it right, and my hands were wet. So every time I would try to move it, it would just like explode really big and take up the whole screen. And then I got so frustrated.
Really big on your sack? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah,
awesome.
You did.
It covered my whole sack, and I just wasn't having it. So, so it was great. It was freshly shaved, and everything for you was smooth, just like your head.
Nice.
And I was gonna surprise you and send it to you, but then I couldn't get it right. I got mad, so that's the end of this.
I'm sure Eugene is very heartbroken.
I am so heartbroken.
Oh yeah, Area 51. So, so like
great segue.
Yeah.
These kids fucking somehow very easily break into Area 51. They let out some aliens, and all shit goes awry.
I remember that.
But it's like, what fucking asshole's gonna make this movie where these kids just climb through a tunnel and they're inside Area 51?
Well, you know, it is a movie. You suspend disbelief.
Well,
just throwing it out there.
Well, if you're gonna do it about a real place and like I don't know, like it just. I don't know.
Come on, in real life, they wouldn't even make it.
Exactly.
They wouldn't make it over the fence or whatever.
You're not allowed within like a certain amount of time.
You're going to get shot.
Yeah, they're allowed to shoot you.
Since we're on the alien thing too, my worst, like awesome, terrible fucking found footage movies.
Apollo 18.
The Gracefield incident.
The what?
Exactly. There was a party. I put it on one night. I was found footage. It was an alien thing. I thought it would be fucking sweet.
$10 says I was asleep within 5 minutes.
You fell asleep within 10 minutes. You
actually
take that
bet.
Yeah.
I'm on your side though.
Yeah.
It's a party out in the middle of nowhere. You know that whole deal. Something crashes.
Oh, I remember. I don't.
So the guys,
I made it maybe 10 minutes.
They find like this.
Oh, I remember. No, I don't.
Well, I remember the part where they were in the. I remember the shit crashing, and then I was like, I'm done. Boom.
Well, anyways, it's this guy gets this little orb, but then like an alien shows up, takes a couple of the people at the party. They go back and like act like nothing happened. They go to sleep and they leave this orb in there. And of course, like the alien like shows up in the place, like fucks shit up. Long story short, this little fucking orb thing. Eat a dick. This little fucking orb is an egg. It opens up its little baby alien, and he gives it back to the alien, and the alien's like, my little baby, here's your friends back, and like gives them all his friends back, like? And then an alien, all squiggly like and shit.
Worst impressions of
it. I do a really good Jesse.
You do a really good Jesse. That's
and
funny.
A really good Beetlejuice.
I can't wait till we have him on the show.
Oh fuck yeah. God. We need another microphone.
We have microphones.
Yeah, man.
I do remember that because a lot of times when I fall asleep during these movies, I'll like the next day I'll be like, so how was it? Mike's like, it's fucking shit. And I'm like, cool. And then we don't have to do it.
Here's the thing that I'm getting from this right now, because the last couple episodes that we did, there was a few movies that, you and I have watched. And he's like, oh, regrettably, I haven't watched that yet. Yeah. And they were actually like real cool movies. But you'll watch shit. No, that's what you sound like. Yeah. Regrettably, I don't
like cheesy horror.
I beg to differ.
Movies,
I don't watch good
We
movies.
love cheesy horror, but you just like shit cheesy. Yeah. Like not even to the point where it's enjoyable. I'm not saying you like it, but you always watch them for some reason.
Because he's trying to look for those gems. That's what it is. Man. I see it.
Hey, speaking of shit horror, I was talking to Linnea Quigley, my good friend, and sharing some dog videos. So,
you know what? I think if we parlay this enough and we get enough episodes and he mentions her enough, maybe we might get her on the show.
I think we're totally.
That's actually my goal. I'm just gonna keep talking to her and
send
just
her
have
your
her.
Dick.
Have
you
her
hear
call.
that, Linnea? Did you say send her your dick?
Yeah.
No, she'll be scared.
Horrified.
It's not the dick monsters from VHS 3.
Yeah, maybe. Well, it's close.
Okay, you got me there.
Oh well, you know what? You guys are wondering now. Does Mike have a huge dick? Yeah.
Yeah,
he does.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, this is coming from a fucking heterosexual bald man.
Stop it.
Who has seen Mike's penis multiple times.
Who has seen his penis multiple times. More times than I care to admit.
If you're
fucked up.
If you're a really good friend, I tend to.
If you're a really good friend, you show him your dick?
I tend to Snapchat weird things like me brushing my teeth and then panning away and I'm flopping my wiener back and forth. It's fun.
True.
It's fun.
True, he does that.
It's traumatic. That's what it is.
We have fun here.
I can't look at you the same way.
But enough about me. How about
you? What?
Enough about me. How about you?
I got an average size dick.
No, we're not talking about dicks. Let's talk about fucking movies.
I don't know. I don't know what the fuck are we talking about?
Oh my god.
I don't know. Sorry. We're doing dick talk. I don't know. I mean, we're talking the worst or best or
no. I just had a
you
worst
go off
list.
on so many fucking tangents. It's ridiculous.
Like,
I
there's ADD and I had caffeine.
Oh, okay.
Two things that I also have, and I'm fine.
You know what movie was a pleasant surprise that I saw on Netflix was the Taking of Deborah Logan.
Yeah,
that's on my good list. Taking of Deborah Logan.
Oh my god, look at you.
Can we just talk about how wholesome Michael looked for just a moment?
Yeah.
Like, that's on my list.
Like, did you like that movie? I like that movie. We're best friends now.
Oh my god.
Look at my dick.
Yep, and it's back.
Yeah.
No, that movie was sick though.
It was good. It was a good. It was a pleasant surprise.
Terrifying. Like old people scare me. Old people always.
Do they really?
Yeah, I'm super.
Old people
weird.
more than kids.
Especially old ladies, because they remind me of nuns, and I have like I'm legit terrified of nuns.
Oh, really?
Like,
not actually, the nun, like the movie, but
like no, actual.
Nuns.
I had
nuns. There's a couple of nuns that used to beat me in school, so I know.
I
feel you.
That's like I don't. Huh? I can't.
They hot?
No, they weren't hot. They were old and fucking craggly.
I kind of see. Drew's scared of nuns. I got like a nun fetish.
You got a nun fetish?
Yeah, like
there aren't really any fucking attractive nuns out there.
You never brought up nuns.
That's because this is
a
joke.
Fetish.
It's not a fetish. I'm not into that at all.
But no, like because I had to do my clinicals at a Catholic hospital, and like I was sitting at lunch, just minding my own business, and a fucking nun walks in, and apparently like I just stopped moving and breathing, and my friends in the class were like, "Are you okay?" And I didn't realize that I had like like an actual like visible reaction to her, but I can't fucking do none. So like
shit.
I can't. So I hate like old ladies freak me out.
Yeah, so the two things Drew can't do are nuns and
citizens.
Water.
What?
Deep water.
Deep water.
No, just fucking water.
I mean, drink water.
She's like Bruce Willis and fucking
That's funny. Unbreakable. Well, you know what? You know what's funny is that no. You know what? For me, the two most terrifying ways to die, and I've talked about this a couple of times, is getting burned alive.
Yep.
Which is, I mean, after like a few seconds, you're gonna do and just pass out and die. But drowning.
Yeah.
Drowning is fucking terrifying.
Yeah, because you're like conscious when you're dying.
Yes.
And not only that, but like, and Mike has heard me say this 600,000 times, like,
That's
we know more about outer space than we do our own fucking oceans. There's so much shit
I feel like
in there.
You just said that yesterday.
So
I did, because I was talking to fucking Anthony Nicometti about it. Everything wants to kill you in the ocean.
I wouldn't go that far.
And yeah, it does.
Whales don't want to kill you.
Yeah, they do.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
Whales.
They want to. You're just not worth it.
Have
you
you
don't
ever
know what they're
talked to,
thinking.
They eat shrimp.
Krill, first off.
Back on
Is it krill or grill? I mean, what
Krill.
the fuck?
Krill.
Drill?
Krill.
Gill.
Krill. It's loaded with omega 3s.
Krill.
Like
the little
krillin-
fucking shrimp.
Yeah.
Little
like
baby
fucking,
shrimp.
Yeah, like fucking
Yeah.
Krillin, but krill.
Okay.
Anywho.
Was that a Dragon Ball Z reference?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, wow. Check you out.
Yeah, man, check me out.
Fucking
We're looking up, Nick.
nerds.
The geek. We're geeks.
Yeah.
Oh wait, what you
Stop
said
it.
about burning alive? The
Terrifying.
the writer from Red Dragon, Thomas. Fuck was his name?
Thomas Harris.
Thank you, Thomas Harris. I remember reading
I
that
know
book,
you did.
and the writer that Dolarhyde burns alive.
Mhm.
They go into detail how like he's like breathing the fire in, and his lungs are actually burning, and he's alive. And,
Nope.
oh, they go into
Nope.
like really the whole way he kills him. He goes into so much detail. That burning alive thing fucks you up,
Nope.
man.
I'd rather get choked with your huge dick than be burned alive.
Yeah, choke on
Sorry.
it. Choke on
I'll
it.
choke on it. Yeah.
Yeah, call me
Yeah.
daddy.
You're
Yeah,
just, and then like in the ocean, you're just so helpless. Like you can only swim
are.
so fast. You
Yep.
can't like, and
Yep.
everything is so much bigger than
And
you.
the deeper you go, the pressure hits you. If the fucking underwater aliens, that's what I call them,
Yep.
don't fucking get you, then the pressure's gonna fucking
Was this
squeeze
the
you to
fucking
death.
abyss?
Yeah.
Huh?
Was this
Yes,
the fucking
man.
abyss?
Yes.
Fucking
Stop it.
underwater aliens.
Yeah, it might as well be. But
Taking a Deborah Logan though.
yeah.
Listen,
she
the mo-
threw
the-
up.
the-
She
the
threw
one-
up dirt and worms.
Yeah.
Man, that was cool.
That was
For me, the best
creepy.
scene of the movie was when they were like going through the house and shit, and then then she had like the little girl's fucking head in her mouth. Like she was like sucking her up.
That was in like a cave.
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't seen the movie in years.
Yeah, that was at like the
Mr.
very
Jaws.
end when the possession was like
Yeah.
almost
That was awesome.
complete.
That
It
was
was
awesome.
She did that
creepy.
box jump.
That was a pleasant
She's
surprise.
standing,
Yeah.
by the,
Yeah.
she's standing at the counter, and then like
She
they're
did
like
CrossFit.
Yeah.
they're like, guys, oh, come here, watch this, and they were just like, okay, clearly this is, but that's like the thing, like where they're like, okay, clearly this is just a blah blah
I
blah blah
know.
blah.
Yeah.
Like, no, you asshole, like get the fuck out of there.
You're
Like,
white people. We have just absolutely no survival
there is a
instinct.
logical explanation behind this.
Like, nah,
Let's split
homie,
up.
this kid wants to eat you.
Nah, homies.
Like, which is like, it kind of goes into one of my favorite, probably favorite, As Above, So Below.
So
like,
good.
it just, it's like that whole, all right, we want to do, first off, my goal in life is to go to fucking Paris and go to the catacombs.
Hell
like,
yeah.
that's a huge
Yeah.
thing
Hell
for me.
yeah.
Like,
It's like a
the
bucket
city
list
of the
thing.
dead, it totally is. Like,
Mhm.
and Micah knows, like, I love all things French. And then, so on top of that, it's a
So you
horror
like French
movie.
fries and French toast and
Hell
French
yeah.
dressing?
Hell
Actually,
yeah.
she loves French toast. Yeah, she
Yeah.
doesn't like
Nice.
French dressing though.
I don't mind French dressing.
I mean, it's
I don't
French,
go out of my
not
way
really
for
French.
French.
Yep, yep.
Mike is gonna pronounce it some weird fucking way. But no, like that, and that was kind of another one that came out of nowhere, and it was just so good. Like
That was-
everything
yeah.
about it. First off,
That was a
even
pleasant surprise also.
the beginning scene was sick when she's in the
Oh,
Middle
when
East,
she-
like trying to
yeah,
find the
yeah.
fucking key.
The map to
Yeah,
yeah.
and she's like real quick scanning it, and she walks by the body and everything, and it's just like right from the start crazy, and then they're slowly making their little team, and I love like the guys in fucking what bells was it? Was he at Notre Dame? No, he was at another cathedral.
Yeah.
And he was just trying to get like the bells to work, but he's like they kind of like are assembling their little team, and they
I
get
like
down there,
Papillon.
and it's like, yeah,
Yeah, I like Pap. I felt bad
Yep.
for him getting sucked into that car.
And I kind of like how you could infer what was going on with them in terms of like after they had already gotten past the point of no return, and it was like everything that was happening to them, like someone was haunting them each way, and they were kind of dying in a way that they were guilty of. Like, and so when it came to time for them,
one dude got sucked into like the car.
Yeah, with the fire.
Yeah.
And the one guy, his little brother drowned, so he kept seeing like his brother in the water and everything, and they kind of had to atone for their sins before they could do it. Like, it was so good. Like, so good. And I loved how it ended.
Yep.
It was nice seeing, like, and then I'm a firm believer in the whole, like, this person had no
real
right.
quick, they also, like, with the Sorcerer's Stone and Nicholas Flamel, like, I'm a super fucking Harry Potter nerd, and so that part geeked me out. I was in after that, but continue.
It was that whole, like, a lot of times I watch a horror movie and I'm like, this person had no fucking right surviving.
Yeah.
I actually kind of dug it that one dude, like, made it out alive.
Yeah.
It was, like, the three of them instead of just, like, the two.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm like, that's a little different. That's cool.
Yeah.
That or they couldn't think of how to kill him. But
yeah,
whatever.
maybe that. But I like how so like they didn't explain like the girl that was following the one dude around. They didn't really explain about the car or anything like that, but it was again kind of obvious. Like the way that the people died, it was so like
there are some people that don't like that movie.
Well, they're stupid.
They're so stupid.
I don't it's
they're
really
so dumb.
Yeah. That easy. And then again, I kind of I feel like a lot of them are female led.
What, the found footage movies are female led?
Oh, there's like quite a few that are, if you think about it, because that one, and then my next one's Devil's Pass, which is. Did you see that one?
I did. I saw it one time. I for some reason it didn't really.
That's where they have the Philadelphia experiment.
Yeah.
I dug it.
I fucking dug it.
Really liked it.
Didn't really hold my attention.
Yeah.
I could really get behind the characters.
I like stuff that's based off of true stories too, like how they did, because like the Dyatlov's Pass thing was true.
That part's true. Where they were 9 dead bodies.
Oh, I'm thinking about the wrong movie. I was thinking of fucking Devil Inside.
No.
That movie sucked.
We talked about that.
Yeah.
Remember I said Devil Inside? We're not going to talk about it.
That's right. Yeah, that
Devil's
movie was
Pass.
fucking horrid.
It's not on Netflix anymore, but it's like I don't know if you saw it. Then
it's on Prime.
I didn't get a chance.
Is it on Prime?
I'm pretty sure it's on Prime.
Okay, it's like a group of people. It's like this class, and this girl's like obsessed with what happened at Dyatlov's Pass, which was like these people. It was way like
it was in the 20s, right?
Yeah. It was early 1900s. These people all went, they had like an expedition to go over this pass that nobody had ever trekked over before. And they all died super fucking mysteriously. Like, I'm goosebumpy's talking about it because it's fucking true. Like, look at that shit.
Wow.
They actually all
had full supplies.
All supplies. They found their bodies scattered everywhere away from their tent. Their tents were shredded. Their bodies were, all of their injuries were internal. They had no external like bruising or like some of the bruises, a few, but no like
they
cuts.
Didn't freeze.
They died. Well, yeah, 2 of them died of hypothermia.
Okay.
Away from the tent, naked. None of their clothes on, like away from it, like the way that it was just like somebody had her tongue ripped out. There's just no explanation for it at all. So the movie, it's so good, and so the movie kind of plays on it.
All that's true.
Yeah.
Oh, it's based on a true story?
Yes.
Get the fuck out of here.
Actually happened.
I already got goosebumps. Okay.
I know.
I
did it.
They're doing like the Blair Witch thing where they're interviewing like the people in the town. This is in Russia.
Yeah.
And it's like a village. They're interviewing some people in the town, and the woman goes, she's like a little girl in the village at the time, and she saw 11 bodies, and they were like, "You mean 9?" And she goes, "No, I saw 11."
Yeah.
So you got to keep that in the back of your mind while you're watching this. And it has this is one I don't want to spoil for you.
Yeah.
I think you already spoiled it.
No, it's super fucking good.
That did not spoil
it.
Yeah, it's so creepy. And again, and they all had like massive amounts of radiation but there was no like radioactive spots, like all, because I mean, where it is in Russia, there's like minute amounts of radiation, but nothing enough to harm. But these people, their bodies were fucking radioactive.
Oh yeah.
It's and again, true. This part's true. So it's, I'm doing it to myself again. Give myself goosebumps. But like, it's amazing. I can't even count the amount of times that I've fallen asleep to that movie because it's just so good. Like I turn it on because I love having it on.
Check it out.
You do.
Check it out tonight.
It's amazing.
Nice. So what do we?
What's up, babe?
What's next? Just call me babe.
Yeah, he does that.
Awesome.
Grave Encounters.
I haven't seen that one or the sequel yet.
Love Grave Encounters. It's good. It's just
Did it warrant a sequel?
It was the sequel's good.
Yeah,
the sequel's so good.
Yeah.
The sequel had a really good fucking gag in it.
But he hasn't seen it, so you
I
can't talk
know.
about
God damn it. The gag in the sequel is
Just say it.
so good.
You're not gonna. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna watch it anyway.
All right, so it's the big asylum, and so the first movie is like ghost facers, like something like that, you know. They had like 4 or 5 episodes, and the show's fucking shit. It's falling apart, and so they go to this asylum that's like super haunted, whatever, and next thing you know, it's some weird shit starts to happen, and they can't get out. They're like, well, the one door won't open. They open up like a cooler. All their food is rotting, and they've only been there for like overnight. They're like, okay, well, let's go upstairs and get out of here. They go up all these stairs. Like, let's get to the rooftop at least and see if we can find like an escape on the way down. They go up these flight of stairs, and there's just a brick wall.
Did you just say escape or escape?
He says escape.
Escape?
Yeah.
Oh, God damn it.
Damn,
Eerie.
dude.
Just gonna go shit in my cereal.
We're gonna have to. I'll totally shit in your cereal
I'll eat it.
and pee in it too.
Yeah. Nice on my chest. So
Damn.
Grave. Hey man, you want to make it weird? I fucking turn
I'm
it
all
back
about
around,
it, my
dude.
man. Kidding me?
I'll be
So-
over here.
Yeah, Grave
Wasn't I
Encounters.
the one that said I'll choke on your dick instead of getting boned alive? Damn.
I mean-
I'm just gonna keep. I'm just gonna shut up.
You're doing really well.
Oh my god.
But the sequel, so everybody vanishes. You know, it's the whole like it starts with the producer talking about like this is the footage we got. This was the 6th episode. Everybody disappeared. So the sequel is like kind of like Blair Witch. Like let's go back there. Let's see if we can find them. That kind of deal. They escape the asylum. What they couldn't do in the first one. God damn it!
They
escape
escape.
the asylum. They drive. They drive. They're hauling ass. They're like, oh my god, that fucking happened because some weird shit.
Yes.
Like the ghosts and everything pops up. They actually kill you. And
After they escape from Dracula.
oh god. Guys like that movie with Snake Plissken.
Escape from New York.
So
Dracula's Revenge.
I want someone to make that movie
Oh
now.
my
you guys are
I'm
close.
sorry, guys.
Oh my god.
No, so they drive.
I apologize
They
for
drive
nothing.
away. They get to the hotel. They get to the room, and they're like, "Oh my god!" They watch the footage. Everything seems fine, and I'm like, "Okay, this movie took a weird turn." They go into the elevator to go down to the lobby. The elevator doors open up, and they're in the basement of the asylum.
Oh,
They never got out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
shit.
It's
That's cool.
it's crazy.
that
It's really
that
good.
gag is fucking wonderful.
now,
I
did
love
you need to
that.
tell me that whole setup, which is pretty much the whole movie, to tell me the gag?
You kept interrupting me, and I got thrown
No, I
off.
didn't.
So,
No, I
you did.
didn't.
You did.
Oh
Man,
my
you talk a
God.
lot.
He does. He does.
Drew, give
You
us
just
one.
told me the whole movie.
All right. Well, I mean, the Paranormal Activities were huge for the
yes.
footage like movies.
Love the first one. Love the second one. Like the third one. And then after that, just got the shit.
Which one was the
The-
80s?
The third one.
The
That was
third
my
one,
favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the third one.
Yeah, I like that one. The second one, the fucking gag when everything in the kitchen opens.
Yeah.
I screamed so goddamn
That was
loud in
good.
the
That
theater.
was
And
good.
the best part was I blamed it on the guy next to me and everyone believed me. Like I was with a bunch of friends and like I was sitting with this one dude and I love jump scares.
Yeah.
Like I do. I love a movie that scares me, but like see, and that was the thing about the Paranormal Activity movies that I really liked. And that's like with paranormal movies in general. Like initially as a theater, like they're not that scary. I mean, yeah, they're good and it jumps you and whatever, and you're fine. But it's that shit at night when you're like, you're half asleep and you hear those fucking normal ass noises that are just regular old house creaking, groaning, and all of a sudden you're like, I'm gonna get dragged out of my bed. Like this is it. This is how I go.
Yeah,
I
fuck
just
off. That's gonna
found
happen to us.
something out about the paranormal activity movies, at least the first couple of them,
What's that?
is they used sound to activate your anxiety
Really?
with the movies.
Like The Shining?
And it makes sense.
Like
because
a low sound?
if you notice the first couple of movies, whenever something was going to happen,
Was there like a hum?
there was like a hum, like that shit. Like I guess the creator, I think Oren Peli is his name, did the sound and used those sounds because there's a certain octave or frequency or something that when you hear it, it automatically makes you stressed and anxious.
They did that
I'm
for
already always stressed and anxious.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, so I got
I'm on
worse.
medication for that.
They did that for Heath Ledger in Joker. When he played the Joker. Every time he was on screen, they had the hum and it kept getting louder and louder.
Oh, no
and
shit.
louder.
They did
Yeah.
that
I
in
didn't realize
Exorcist too. They had like the lion growls. They would do
Oh shit! I
and
forgot
bees
about that. Yeah,
and bees
the
buzzing.
bees.
And
Yeah.
then the same with The Shining. They had like that
Let the
super
bees.
low hum
Yeah.
during it, so it bugged you. So
But it was
yeah.
funny too because the first I'm not gonna lie, man. The first Paranormal Activity I thought was fucking awesome.
Yeah,
And
I
then
loved it.
that ending
Ooh.
with the fucking body flying straight to the fucking camera.
so good.
And it was so good. But then every time, like, it just got like scary. For me, it just got. Let me just say, it just got one more time.
You guys.
Sorry, my CD's skipping
and
here.
scarier, just because every time it was that fucking hum. And, it was like,
Yeah.
and then when it came time to see the second movie, you just knew.
Yep.
Everything was normal, and then you hear ooh, and I was like, oh shit, something's gonna happen.
The first movie, it was just like when that shit started happening in the daytime. That's when I was like,
Yeah.
out. I'm fucking out. Because
Yep.
that's safety, goddammit.
Oh,
Like, I get
yeah,
being
right?
terrified at night, like, whatever. But the daytime, like, that's when you're supposed to be okay.
Hey, wait a minute, wasn't the husband or boyfriend's name Micah?
Mika. Yeah.
Mika.
It was
Mika,
spelled-
Micah, tomato.
It was
I know.
MICAH, the same way I spell it, but they were pronouncing it Mika, and that actually bothered me a lot.
Because
like, it's not
everyone
fucking
started
Mika.
calling Micah Mika. Like,
No,
pronouncing
that
when
was like
they'd
a
see
way
his
to
name.
make fun of me, like in like grade school, like, oh hey Mika, you're fat. Like that was like the thing. Like
Oh,
Wait a
little
minute.
childbirth.
So, I mean, they came out what 11 years ago?
yeah.
You were in grade school 11 years ago?
No.
no, dude, like
It just triggered
that's what,
memories.
that's
is
it
what he
triggered.
said.
It triggered.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Repressed memories.
Yeah.
But you
Fat
know
little
what? So after Paranormal Activity, Mike and I were, it was like when we first started dating, we were scrolling through Netflix and we found this movie and we're like, fuck it, like let's just watch it, even though it's probably gonna be cheesy. Paranormal Entity. It was a
Oh, it was like a knockoff, wasn't it?
it was.
It had no
was
right being as good as it was.
terrifying.
No shit.
It was
It
better.
was so fucking good. They did this thing
It
where
was
like
better.
the
I gotta hang out
kid,
at your
because the
house.
kid was home alone, and he did this thing where he like tied bells, like a like string tripwire with like bells,
Mhm.
and all of a sudden like the family, again giving myself fucking goosebumps.
Yeah, you
The
are.
family went
Oh,
out
God.
and they started going. The bells started tingling like crazy. Like it was just like, and it was like in a line that they were like chasing him, and like the footprints on the ceiling. And it was
Well,
fucking
there-
terrifying.
So back up a little bit with paranormal.
You back up.
Back it up. Back it up.
You back up.
Back it up. Let me put my finger in your butt.
Finger in your butt.
Finger in your butt. Back
Finger in
it
the butt.
up. Put your finger in the butt.
They were
Uh,
doing this before we started recording, just so we're
Sorry,
clear.
guys.
And
Yeah,
it was
it's gonna
a
make top
whole
40.
thing.
Watch.
Yeah.
Oh my
just
god,
wait.
it's because of the
Look out for it.
Yeah.
iTunes.
Look out for that finger in your butt. Paranormal Entity had the whole. It was a mom, a daughter, and a son. The father died, so the mother took to a Ouija board to kind of Ouija. What are we calling it?
Ouija.
Yeah.
Ouija.
Yeah, it's-
Took a Ouija board and was like, "Hey, dead husband, are you there?" And then started talking to her. Let it in. Turned out not dead husband, fucking demon. Classic
Yeah.
mistake.
All right.
Happens all the time.
Yeah, but now when Drew was talking about the footprints, is that was actually the father's ashes. They kept the urn there.
Yeah,
Oh,
So
It
the demon
broke.
knocked it over
Yeah.
and stomped its feet in it and walked all over the place.
that's fucked up.
Fucking
Yeah.
disrespect.
That's fucked up.
and they
is
were like
fucked
not
up.
regular. They were like hoof prints too. So it was just like
yeah,
it was so fucking
it was-
creepy.
I enjoyed it more than Paranormal Activity.
Same,
Wow.
and I really
Yeah.
like Paranormal
And
Activity.
Paranormal
Man, I gotta
Activity
check that.
sprung a lot of knockoffs,
The one-
but
I
this one
didn't-
stood out.
I didn't like the one knockoff with like the kid, and he was like, what was? I don't
That's a
even.
great way to.
No, I don't even fucking remember. It was like an
that one movie
interesting-
with the ghost and the demon and the kid.
Oh yeah.
And-
It was like the
Dust.
cleaning lady's nephew or something like
What?
that. Like, remember the house had like that cleaning lady in the second one, and it was like her nephew or someone related to her, and then it was like that whole cult
Are you
thing.
talking
that
about?
they
You're
had-
still talking about Paranormal Activity?
Yeah,
Oh,
That was the
the
second one I'm
one
saying.
that's like the fifth one.
yeah, like
where
fourth or
it's-
fifth one.
Yeah.
Oh, we're talking about Paranormal Activity?
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
back on that.
What, the one that they actually showed, like the one with the special effects and the 3D and all that bullshit?
It's
Maybe.
It's like totally just like ruined it.
The one with the
Yeah.
3D camera, or the special camera
It was
that
the
you
one
could
where
see.
the fucking
Ghost
portal,
Dimension.
The portal
That's
opened,
it.
like over the little
Yeah.
girl's fucking bedpost or some
What
shit.
was the one where the dude?
What was the name of the fucking demon? Was it like Ralph or what was it? What was the name of it? It was something stupid.
It was Bob.
It was like Bob or Biff or some shit.
Hey guys, I'm Biff. I'm gonna put my finger in your butt.
Oh my god.
Have you? I know you've seen it, Drew. Eugene,
Yes.
are you aware of the
That's
movie
me.
The Bay?
The Bay.
The Bay, not to be
The-
confused with BAE before anyone else.
Bay.
The Bay.
No, I mean, well, wasn't the Bay? No.
The Bay.
What was that movie with that Michael Bay? I think made that had
What-
Scarlett Johansson
What
and Ewan
kind of
McGregor
piece
in
of
it.
shit would he be
What
if
was the
he
name of
named it after himself?
Just explosions.
Michael Bay. What was that name? What was that movie? The one with Ewan McGregor and Scarlett Johansson.
I have no
They were wearing
idea.
white suits, and then they had to escape, and they were. I thought the name of the. What was it?
The Island?
The Island. Okay, wrong
Thank
movie.
you. Okay, well, no, it's The Bay. The
Okay.
Bay was it takes place at a bay. Found footage. All these people start getting really sick, and they there was a chicken. Was it a chicken plant?
Yeah.
Like where they were using all the steroids and shit in the chickens, so the chickens would shit into the water. And those little amoebas in the water,
Mhm.
they grew like huge. So you would drink like water, right? And some reason these amoebas didn't get past the filtration thing because they were already getting super strong,
Yeah.
and they started to grow inside of you and ate their way from the inside out.
Yeah, it was pretty sick.
And it
Kind
was
of
like
I'm reading the synopsis.
it was
here.
like this
Yeah.
whole town just got completely fucked. Like everyone's in the hospital in so much pain. They're writhing in pain. Next thing you know, something starts crawling out, eating through your stomach. It's fucking what are those adorable little fucking things? They show
Sea
up in
monkeys.
fossils.
Sea
What are they
monkeys.
actually called? Sea monkeys?
Trilobites?
The-
Sea monkeys.
what, say that again.
Trilobite?
That's what they were.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Troglodyte?
Trilobite.
Trilobite.
What the fuck?
I think I'm right. Hang on.
I don't know. I'm just a
Me?
dumb musclehead, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. It's your door.
Yep, I was right. Trilobite.
Trilobite. So the trilobites, they were
I used to want to be a paleontologist.
they were eating
You
the
guys are
chicken.
smart.
They were eating the chicken shit.
Barbie. I had a paleontologist Barbie that definitely I was a career path possibility for a while now, so I believed I could be anything.
Barbie had a lot of jobs.
And now I'm sitting here with you dumbasses listening to you
Yeah.
sing about fingers and butts.
Yeah,
so
finger in the butt.
my
Finger in the
life took a turn.
Take you down to the bay, put a finger in your butt, get a
Finger in the
trilobite, eat through your butt.
Finger in the butt.
So these trilobites were fucking eating the chicken shit that was full of steroids, and they got super big and strong, and then they fucked you up. But
Nice.
that movie was good, dude.
Nice.
Look that one up. It's very enjoyable.
I will. I mean, it's not. It's like 76% on Rotten Tomatoes right now. So
Yeah.
I guess that's good. Is that certified fresh?
That's
I don't
Maybe.
think Rotten Tomatoes fucking matters, but yeah, okay.
I think Rotten Tomatoes matters.
question for you, because again,
Answer for you.
Mike and I have watched this. Have you seen The
Finger in
Den?
the butt. What? No.
The Den?
The Den.
The Den.
The Den.
Yeah, have you
The
seen
Den.
it?
No.
The Den.
Oh,
The end of it kind of had a hostile feel to it, but a girl tries to find a way to start a new social media thing where
Is
just
it a young
connects you
woman
with-
studying the habits of webcam users, witnesses
Yeah.
a murder online,
Yeah.
and becomes a killer's next target?
So they think it's a snuff film, but the police just think it's like fake or whatever. So she
Yup.
gets obsessed with it. Turns out she's being stalked. It's a whole online thing where people, it's like the dark web. You go put your credit card number in and you can watch this person get stalked, followed, and then eventually murdered.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It was, I was
So it's kind of
really
like a found footage version
internet.
of 8mm.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So that was cool, babe. The Den was actually on my list. The Sacrament.
Was that found footage?
The
Oh,
Sacrament
it was.
was found footage.
It's
The
kind of like the
Sacrament.
John Jones knockoff dude.
Jim Jones. Good
Jim
try.
Jones. John
I work for
Oh,
Dick
it's a UFC
Jones.
fighter.
Dick Jones.
Yes.
John Jones
I'm a
is a UFC
musclehead.
fighter.
No.
Okay.
I went
He also
RoboCop.
gives people the Kool-Aid.
He does.
No, that one was so good.
That was good. I actually like that one a
Those
lot.
movies
I enjoyed
really
The
bother
Sacrament.
me.
Yeah,
I don't
anytime-
like, first off, I don't like real shit. I don't like shit that fucks with kids. Like that stuff bothers me so bad. So like the kids that were there really like
Yeah.
it just ugh.
You know what the thing that gets me about all these, like, I'll go off on a little.
Is this going to be a religious thing?
A what?
This is going to be like a religious
No, it's not a religious
Okay.
thing. I mean, maybe. I don't know. No, not really. But like cults. I don't understand cults. I don't understand cult leaders. I don't understand
Oh, I do.
how one person that has like no aspirations, well, I mean, world domination maybe, but I mean that can get a congregation of people together like that and do
every
things.
religious institution.
It's just but one.
It's actually very easy to do because if you
Jim
go
Jones, Charles Manson, just like the fucking what was that religious group that shaved their heads and then fucking they cut off their dicks and fucking slept on bunks.
What the fuck?
Well, it just happened maybe like 10, 15 years ago.
With the comet?
No, yes. What was it?
God damn it! That's where they wore the Nikes, right?
Heaven's Gate.
Yes, Heaven's Gate. That's what it is. That's what it is.
Fuck.
Like
they cut
those
their dicks off?
and the fucking dude David Koresh.
Yep.
You know, he said he was Jesus, but he wore glasses.
Yep.
You're the son of God, but you have bad vision. That was weird. Like it's just I don't understand how like one person could have that much fucking
super easy
power
to do.
or vocal. Like they're that good at talking that they can convince hundreds and hundreds of people to do all this fucked up shit.
It's not just them though. Like it's this whole. I know it's actually super fucking easy. Well, not only that, like because if you think about it, it all starts with. It kind of does all start with religion, like a lot of it, like a certain kind of belief system, but you're not extreme enough for someone.
Yeah.
So like there's these people that are like I could walk into a church and they're like, okay, well, I'm accepting of gay marriage. But then these people are like, well, my God doesn't do that. I could be like, yeah, mine either, but you can't go here. You have to follow me. And they'd be like, yeah, okay. Yeah. And then you just have to be personable enough. You have to be believable enough. And it's actually kind of super fucking easy to do. It's kind of a goal in my life. I just want to start a cult. I just want to be a cult leader for like a month. Just a month.
I'll do it. I'm pretty vocal.
Yeah, I could totally be a cult leader.
I could be your mouthpiece.
Who would you follow? Like I'm talking like celebrity wise, that would just like start talking, start a cult. Like who would you follow?
Nobody.
No, there's really I can't think of a celebrity that would be
The Rock.
Yeah, The
Rock could fucking cut a sweet promo and I'd fucking follow him.
Of course you would.
Yeah.
Oh,
but you start spouting off crazy shit.
And he tells you you gotta
like,
cut off your dick and put it in your mouth. And you'd be like, all right, I'll do it.
The second
if it means I'm gonna ascend.
You smell The Rock is cooking? My dick in my mouth. That's what you're gonna do? Okay.
The second someone tells me that I have to give them my worldly belongings, that's when I'm like, okay, buddy. It's just well, even then,
isn't that like the whole premise of fucking Scientology too?
Yeah. Yeah.
With L. Ron Hubbard and all that shit?
Yeah, you have to pay a certain amount in order to be
like an alien
place.
ejaculated in a volcano?
I don't know. It's something weird.
The most I know about Scientology is from the South Park episode.
That's fair.
Which is actually pretty accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have not touched base on the Rec movies or Quarantine.
Well, yeah, because isn't Quarantine a remake? It's an English language version
I like
of Rec.
Quarantine more than Rec.
I heard... I've never seen Rec. Okay. And then don't they have like 5 sequels too?
Yeah.
Yeah, Rec 4 is fucking awesome, man.
Is it? I haven't watched any of the Recs.
I've only seen all of them once, and they all blended together for me
Rec
so
is in Spanish,
hard.
right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Rec 3 is at a fucking wedding, and the bride gets a chainsaw, and she like rips half her dress off, and like she's so badass. It's amazing. And then Rec 4 takes place like on a fucking boat. It's awesome.
So it has nothing to do with the first movie?
It's the same fucking thing. This super rabies. But Quarantine, I saw it in theaters and I fucking loved it.
I did too. I really like the end.
Yeah, I like the end when she's in the top floor.
Yeah, and there's that guy like crawling around being all hermity and weird.
The ending was the movie poster, the trailer, just pretty much everything. And that was all the marketing for the movie was the ending of the movie.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's Maggie from Walking Dead, right?
Yes.
No.
No, it's not.
Oh, it's not?
I thought that was her.
It's Deborah Carpenter. She played Deb on Dexter.
Oh, okay.
Oh, shit. Oh, my man.
I thought, what?
That's all right. That's why I'm here. I'm useless information guy.
Yeah. Well, clearly not useless because we just fucking used it.
Yeah. That's so useless.
Seriously, though, how fucking good are the VHS? VHS 1 and 2.
VHS 1 and 2 were awesome.
Amazing.
I liked the first one. The one that got me with the first one, I was like, this fucking movie's awesome, was the that demon girl. Do you like me? I like you.
Yeah.
The siren.
Yeah, the very first one.
Awesome.
Yeah,
that was awesome.
Sick.
And it wasn't. Was the first one the one where the zombie, the first person?
That's
zombie
the second one.
That was the second one.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was enjoyable.
It's been a while.
The first VHS, it was like the last one they did where they go to the house party, but like no one's in there. They go to the attic and they're like performing a ritual to kill this chick.
The hands are coming through the walls, like pushing the wallpaper and stuff.
All the windows, the windows were closing, but I was closing. I don't mean like the windows were closing, just like the walls were closing over the windows.
Yeah.
And then they got stuck on the train tracks.
Yes.
Like the effects in that were phenomenal too.
Yeah.
Like like really good gags and everything.
The second one with that cult and that monster from it
Yes.
were so good.
Yes.
that was almost like not found footage. So how good it
Almost,
was
yeah.
shot. Like
Yeah.
that was fucking awesome.
It was amazing.
Just I love when the dude just like spider monkeyed on top of the desk and like had like the fucking box cutter and
Yep.
just jumped on the guy, like fucking stabbed him in the neck. My God. Like
Yeah.
so fucking good.
Yeah, those movies were amazing. And those really didn't have a big release either.
They didn't have no theatrical release.
No.
I remember seeing them. I think I watched them on Netflix.
Same.
The
Yeah.
alien abduction was in part 2, right?
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah, that was fucking cool.
Yeah.
Because it was the first little jump in that was the kid was swimming and there was an alien in the water.
Yeah.
And he just came out
Yep.
like, oh, what the fuck was it was just weird fish, whatever.
Yeah. See? Oceans, waters, man.
There
We
you go.
can't
There
fucking
you
do
go.
it.
It was like a lake.
Doesn't matter. Bodies of water.
Bodies
Fuck
of
'em.
water,
We were in Crater Lake,
fire, your
which
dick.
was the clearest. It was even clearer than Lake Tahoe.
That was terrifying.
The water was also like what
45
degrees?
50 degrees, yeah.
like my knees felt great, but like the deal is like you go into the water, open up your eyes, you could see forever. Like I've never experienced that before.
Mm-mm.
That was
Freaks me out.
wild.
Even
Yeah.
that freaks me out. Even being able to see to the bottom freaks me the fuck out. Because then I'm like, oh, now I know what's in here. I want to die.
So we didn't touch base on Cannibal Holocaust.
I was actually about to talk about that. right
Go
now.
for it, babe.
Isn't that credited as being one of the very first found
Yes.
footage movies?
Yeah.
It was pretty fucked up. I mean, so much so the director got arrested for what? Now, did he get arrested for the animal mutilation in the movie, or because
that. He
the
got
people
arrested
thought
'cause
that
the people thought it was real.
that it was real?
Yeah.
Yeah, that the people actually died.
You filmed crimes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
because they thought
what
it was a snuff film.
Yep.
Yeah. It's still banned in some countries.
Listen, I
Well,
just
that's not
watched
saying
it.
much. So is
When did I
Evil
watch?
Dead.
I watched it a few years ago for the first time ever because I always heard about it and shit. And I think the only thing I knew about it was that there was the poster which had the fucking
The
chick
impaled chick.
impaled, with
Yeah.
a stick coming out her mouth because it was going up her ass.
Finger in the butt.
Stick in the butt.
Stick in the butt.
Stick in the butt.
What you gonna do with a stick? in
And
the butt?
then you know what, the thing that got me, I mean, it was awesome. I liked it. I thought it was pretty fucked up. But then you don't like it?
No.
Really?
Yeah, I'm gonna get heat for that on here because I know everybody that likes horror like has to like that movie.
They don't have to like it, but I mean, what didn't you like about it?
I just didn't think it was good.
Okay, what about you?
It's not that I didn't like it. I just gore porn doesn't really do it for me.
That's right. We already talked about that.
Yeah.
I'm
But
not-
I
I'm
mean,
not
I
into the
appreciate
savages,
it
like-
for what it is, and it did have a very visceral reaction,
Yeah.
like in people, and it just like it. I mean, it was good. Like again, I appreciate it for what it is. I just wouldn't go out of my way to watch it again.
Yeah.
It's one of those things. Like, all right, I've seen it once.
You know, that's funny too because I think I've only watched it once.
Yeah,
I think I've only seen it one time. I haven't
It's-
seen it since that first time.
it's really all you need. And I kind of like, for me, the best movies for me are the ones that I want to keep going back and watching. Whereas
Yeah,
that
yeah.
one, I'm like, I pretty much
Seen it, I'm good.
Yep, I got all I needed to get from that movie.
Huh.
So
That's funny because so then I'm assuming then you guys didn't like Green Inferno then, which was pretty much
the same thing.
kind
yeah.
of the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's-
not
honestly,
found footage.
We haven't seen it.
no.
Really?
I have
Cool.
I had okay. I
Finally, the
like
tables have turned again.
I like I enjoy
Oh, the turntable.
like Cabin Fever.
Cabin
But
Fever.
I like Cabin Fever, but for the most part, I just can't get behind Eli Roth.
Really?
Yeah,
Ah, you poor bastard.
I know. Glorious bastard.
I see what you
Yeah,
did there.
Yeah, sorry, go fuck yourself. That was lame.
Jesus Christ.
No, I don't know, man. I can't get behind like the whole the savages eating people. Like, I don't know. It's not really.
I can't say that because I really like Bone Tomahawk.
Oh fuck, I did.
Bone
like
Tomahawk
Bone
was
Tomahawk
awesome.
Had
It was
really
such a good
good
movie.
acting in it.
Ah, Kurt Russell.
He is.
I would,
boner
you know
too.
what? I would follow Kurt Russell to the depths of hell if he told me that it would get me laid by him. So yeah, you'd be the person I
I
would
would lick
follow.
his beard.
I'd smell
Goals.
it.
You'd smell it?
I'd smell. I bet his beard smells great. I bet it smells like vanilla and
Musk.
gunpowder.
Cigars
And
Yeah.
musk
Yeah,
and scotch.
good cigar
with musk.
and Goldie Hawn.
Even
Her
better.
musk.
Her
Yeah, I mean, well, Cannibal Holocaust was like the first one, and then it just
Yeah.
went off there.
Where would you put like The Legend of Boggy Creek? That's more like a documentary.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it anywhere because you know what? That's another one. Now the tables have turned again. I haven't watched that yet.
That's actually on
anything.
My queue.
Yeah.
It was
watch it. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch because it's one of the episodes of The Last Drive-In with Joe Bob Briggs.
Yes.
Bingo.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm gonna watch it that way.
He had a wacky guy on there that was all like, he runs like a Bigfoot thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on down, we'll go on a Bigfoot tour. But he was like
really fucking hard to watch.
Joe Bob was like,
it
was really hard to watch. I mean, the only reason that I got as far as I did into it was Joe Bob.
Really?
That's literally it. Because
Joe Bob.
I mean, there's some of the movies that because I've been watching a lot of it lately on Shudder.
Yeah, Shudder.
Cheap Pop. And some of the movies, if it wasn't for him,
Cheap Pop. No, Pop is like a Cheap Pop is like
cheap plug.
Here, yeah, there you go. Pop is like, here we are in the town of Buffalo, New York, or how about them Bills? And everyone cheers. That's a cheap pop.
You talk a lot.
True.
This is a podcast, right?
This is. But yeah, a cheap plug. Whatever, Micah. Suck your own dick.
Every man's tried that.
But yeah, but I've been maybe. But
What's wrong with you, Pete? Never mind.
God, you know what? I lost my train of thought now. Great.
You said plug.
On Shudder, cheap plug.
Joe Bob.
Yeah, some of the movies that he has on there, they are hard to get through.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't for his little interludes with his just ramblings, I don't think I'd watch them. I think I'd stop watching them halfway through.
You want to fast forward through a movie to get to the commercial.
I've done it. Yeah,
I know.
I've done it.
The rumor is every Phantasm he's doing for the
Shut
Christmas one.
Well, they're talking about probably the Phantasm, probably Silent Night, Deadly Night.
I would prefer that.
Probably a movie that absolutely doesn't have anything to do with Christmas.
Yep.
So, or movie franchise, because I guess it's 4 movies from one franchise that they're going to show on Friday the 21st.
Pump for that. Oh, that's this Friday?
Yeah, it's this coming Friday.
Oh.
That's right. Yeah, you're going to be watching it while I bake cookies.
Yeah, I don't know when this is actually going to be out, but we're
Wait,
talking
you guys
about
doing the,
December
you guys doing
21st.
Are you guys catching the live stream of it?
You guys doing it? I'm going to try to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if Shudder doesn't fucking shut down.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I'm just going to catch it the next day or day
Yeah,
after.
for the best.
When it's already on demand.
Okay.
Honorable mentions?
Diary of the Dead.
That was good.
Ooh, that was actually
good.
surprisingly good because I remember renting it like from a DVD form from like a Blockbuster or something like that.
And that's the first Dead movie that was a direct sequel to the movie that came before it.
Yeah, it was really, and I was just like, and it was like when zombies were coming out like nonstop, and it was getting really, it was like starting to get annoying.
Before the saturation of zombie movies.
It was like the start of it, and I was already kind of over it though, and especially with like all the zombie stuff, and like I
feel like Walking Dead kind of killed that.
Yeah, true. That was
before Walking Dead.
Yeah, well, yeah, but that was like the nail in the coffin for me. But even before then, like there was a lot of like B zombie movies out, and that one, so I was just like, all right, this is gonna be another
like
fucking
Dead Snow.
Yeah, I was like,
I like that though. Swedish zombie Nazis.
Yeah, I mean, you can't lose, really.
You can't. And they made a sequel to that shit.
They did. I forgot about that.
I still haven't seen the sequel.
Oh, really? It was good.
Me
It takes
either.
place literally right after the first one.
No,
Nice.
there's shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, Diary of the Dead was one that I expected to be shit. So and maybe it's because
What
when it
the one
was
before?
super.
Land of the Dead was the one before that, right?
I believe so.
Yeah. That was in the had the black zombie that got smart and shit.
I just watched Land of the Dead the other night. It's on. It's streaming on the HBO Go thing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Diary of the Dead takes
Leguizamo is
place,
a badass.
or it follows that one group of like rebel dickheads that were like that try to hijack their shit in Land of the Dead. You have no idea what I'm talking about.
Land of the Dead.
I know, but that's who they follow in Diary of the Dead.
I feel like there was something else that I'm thinking of that Diary of the Dead was. Maybe I'm wrong.
I just remember the front
Romero,
of the movie too.
Romero
was like
did it, so
the what's it called, little camcorder.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was good. It was good. The effects were good. It was weird though, but I remember thinking after watching it in the theater. I think I've only watched it twice. Once in the theater, once I bought it on DVD. And I remember thinking that Romero already like jumped the shark and this was the end of it. There weren't going to be any more Romero Dead movies after this. Because it was probably, for me, it wasn't the worst. It was second worst movie. It was probably, I think Land of the Dead is in the bottom for me. Diary of the Dead is right above that.
Mhm.
And
That
then
makes
we got,
sense.
the other
All the
Yes.
other ones. Yeah.
Of the Deads.
of the Deads.
Of the Deads.
Yeah. I mean, my favorite Romero zombie movie is probably Day of the Dead.
Oh, same.
Day of the Dead, Dawn of the Dead, Night of the Living Dead, and then Diary of the
See,
Dead.
mine would go
of
Dawn
the
of the Dead, Night of the Living Dead, not the OG Night of the Living Dead, the remake.
The remake, the
Well,
Tom
that's
Savini
not-
directed
that's
one.
Tom Savini.
Yeah.
That's not Romero.
Well,
That was a
yeah,
good one,
but
yeah.
it's still
That was
his
what, 1990?
movie. Yeah.
90. Yeah. Bill Moseley's at the beginning of that.
Yep.
Tony motherfucking Todd.
Tony
Yep.
Todd.
Man's
Yep.
Game is
Yep.
shit.
God, that
He
was
was
so much better.
Man's Game in that movie
God
too.
damn, I thought we were going to go one episode without him saying Man's Game.
I said
No.
Kurt
Shit,
Russell was
we were
Man's Game.
close. What?
I said Kurt Russell was Man's Game.
You did? I didn't even. You know what?
I didn't
must
even
have, I must have
catch
fucking
it.
just repressed that or
Or did
just
I
ignored
think
it.
it?
Maybe you thought of
Yeah,
it.
you didn't
I
say
thought
it.
it.
You didn't say it. You were
Oh,
talking
Kurt
about his
Russell's
musky
Man's
beard.
Game as fuck. That beard in that Santa Claus movie is pretty man. I don't care if half of it's fake.
He's still sexy.
Yeah,
He
he's
is
hot.
sexy.
Yeah, he's a babe.
So do we have any more honorable mentions or is that it?
Creep.
Oh,
Creep.
God. Creep was so good, but Eugene has not.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it yet. I know. Or the sequel. Or the third
sequel's
one that's
good.
in
We get to
production.
see,
Well,
we
you
get to
have
see his dick.
homework.
I do have homework. I
You do.
And I will watch it promptly and I will give my critique of it next episode.
Okay. And Devil's Pass.
And Devil's Pass. Devil's Pass, I'm going to look for it tonight.
So we talked about this before. We all do the Thursday Night Terrors thing.
Yes.
And that's local here in Buffalo. It's it's an anthology thing every month. Every like last Thursday of the month they play like a cult.
Cult and horror movie series.
Yep.
Mhm.
Peter Velo, the gentleman that started
Velo.
it, Velo.
What did he just say? What is
I don't
wrong
know.
with
What is
you?
he? It's like you're from another country.
You
or
know
something. I don't understand.
I'm coming. I don't know.
I've known you for a few years now, and this is the
starting
first time I'm noticing all these weird like fucking accents coming out of
He's
your mouth.
being even weirder than normal though.
Oh
'cause
really?
I'm used
Well, that's
to
right. You're
like
married to him. So
I'm used to some of
would
the
know.
weird shit he says, but it's that like
So-
post espresso he gets fucking weird.
Yeah,
after
I
that.
get like this. Yeah, when the coffee wears out, I
So you
start
get
like
hopped up on fucking
staggering.
caffeine, and you start just mispronouncing shit.
Plus,
Yeah.
there's so much sugar in here.
He's a
Got a
fucking
little sugar in
4-year-old.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm like crashing right now. Peter gave me a little gift and said this is the most Micah movie I could ever think of, and it's
Nightmare City.
Nightmare Sisters.
Nightmare Sisters.
Nightmare Sisters with
It's
with Linnea Quigley.
insane.
And he was like, you got to talk about it on the podcast. So how about next week we choose the cheesiest of cheese fucking movies you could think of, and we fucking talk about them because I really want to talk about them.
Okay.
So okay. So are
'Cause
we
you
gonna?
picked- Drew? You picked found footage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
so,
I picked werewolves, I believe.
werewolves. Yep. So
You did.
my turn. Let's go fucking cheese. I'm talking cheesy.
Cheesy, like how, like cheese factor, like what's gonna be the criteria for the cheese?
Bad acting.
Okay,
Tits.
Yeah,
For
tits
no
are
reason.
a must.
For,
yeah,
like, no
absolutely
reason.
no.
just
Like,
gratuitous fucking
yeah.
boobs and
like I'm
bush.
talking thanks killing first scene tits. Like
Yeah.
just unnecessary.
Think of like slime ball bolorama.
Yeah,
think of shit
Shorty
like
Babes
that.
and Slime
So
Ball
yeah,
Bolorama.
think
Yep.
of that.
Unnecessary gore, blood. Like
I mean,
too
that's
much.
pretty much every trauma movie that came out.
We could talk about that too, man. That's
Yeah,
fun.
All right, cool.
Yeah,
All right, I got it.
yeah. Let's
All
go
right.
there. Let's go cheese next week.
All right, so next week it'll be cheese, lots of cheese.
Mhm.
Provolone, Swiss, Gouda, Munster,
Brie.
What do you call cheese?
Brie.
That's not your cheese.
Nacho
cheese.
Yeah, get
motherfucker.
this
Ah! All right, well that's a good segue to close out.
Yep.
You gonna close it out?
What? Who? Where am I?
Jesus Christ!
I am Micah,
I'm Eugene.
And I'm Drew.
and we're the Terror Trio. Fuck off.
Okay, bye.
See you soon.